Good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Leslie Brienza is here on the comfy couch this morning, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. But good morning, Leslie. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
It's a beautiful morning outside today.
It definitely is.
Be a great day to go out and take some pictures.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
There you go. Because and the reason why, of course, Leslie, a photographer extraordinaire.
Thank you.
And so let's talk about that. You just kind of relocated. You were here a little bit, but you've relocated or located to the Mount Washington Valley?
Yeah, from New York. I lived in Queens, and it's a big change, but I do work all over the country, so I can pretty much set up my studio wherever my heart is.
That's
or
great.
it needs to be. And right now it's here, so I'm very excited to be here.
That's awesome. So you missed out on the snow in New York.
I did. I was a little upset about that. I would have been in Central Park with my camera.
Oh, 29 inches,
Yeah,
I think they
30,
said.
29,
That's a lot of snow. What was funny, though, is that whenever they showed it on TV, I know we're going on a tangent here, they would be standing like on the streets that had been plowed. I'm like, no, stand in the, in the big snow there.
It's beautiful.
So it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You don't think about the city sometimes in the snow, but the city is spectacular.
It's magical.
When the snow comes down.
Yeah.
So, but you kind of focus more on food.
Yeah, a lot of food, a lot of products. I'm Italian, so I do a lot of work in Italy. And I just finished shooting an olive oil company and villa in Sicily. And that is going to be out, that book will be out hopefully in the next 5 months or so. And these are just some of the images of those. I shot the harvest, a lot of the food that they'll have the recipes for in the book, the villa, which is spectacular.
Yeah.
And so it was a really good 2 weeks there, just shooting, editing, and sleeping and eating. That was pretty much it.
I imagine that's pasta.
That is pasta, zucchine fritte it's called. And this is a picture of inside one of the villas there.
Oh, very neat.
And very beautiful. They wanted me to capture the atmosphere and the mood of everything there. It was amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, how long are you usually on one of these types of shoots?
Well, this one in particular I was there for 2 weeks shooting nonstop.
Yeah.
So they wanted everything documented, and they wanted thousands of images to choose from, and they'll pick probably 50 to 100 for the book. So it just depends on what the client wants. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Did you get Now, what time of year were you over there?
Just October. It was for the
okay.
the harvest. It was this year's harvest.
I didn't know when they harvested olives.
Yeah, in October.
Now I know.
So, and the olive oil is spectacular.
Oh, that's great. That must be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so I know we have some more photos here that we're going to pop up on the screen here. And
so this is I think lighting is the most important part of photography, and only because it's very technical, and in order to make a dish appetizing, it's either going to look flat, or it's going to look, you're going to see the texture, you're going to see the colors come out, and it's really hard to capture that on an iPhone. This is a high key, it's called high key lighting, so it's very bright light. So you have clients who want moody, dark lighting, and then you have clients that want something more bright and vivid, depending on the look of their brand.
And that's a contrast to the one that was right before, which was the wine glass and the wine pouring into it. How many times did you have to try to get that one?
Oh my gosh, that was...
Had to drink a lot of wine.
I was hired for an Oregon winery to shoot that and get the mood of the winery. Yeah. And that literally took me most of the day, and after about maybe 700 shots, that was probably the best. That is the best image, and there weren't many that were close to that. But to get everything in focus, the logo on the glass and everything, it just takes a lot of work.
Yeah, and the droplets off to the side. So.
Yeah, so I love doing that stuff. Lighting it's such a challenge, but I embrace it, and it keeps me out of trouble. I stay in my studio at night and I practice lighting techniques, and that's pretty much what.
Well,
I do.
like you say, that can make or break it.
It does.
The number of times, unfortunately, where you see that someone will be like, oh, look, here's a picture of, if we're talking food, of this great food, and like you said, it was just taken with a point-and-shoot camera, and you can't get any of that. So I know we got some more, too. I mean, the photos that you send are fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a product shot. Michael's of Brooklyn is a pretty well-known restaurant in Brooklyn, and they also have their own pasta sauces, and I was hired to shoot a styled image. So I do most of the styling myself. Where
Mm-hmm.
in this instance, I made the pasta dish and set up the shot, and they actually put the background that they wanted for their different, pieces of collateral.
Yeah.
So, but that's just gives you an idea of what I do. Do a lot of styling and food and product together, which a lot of clients want.
Yeah, I want breadsticks now. That's yeah. I'm going from here. I'm going to get breadsticks after this, so that's great. And then just good variety, and again, the contrast with the back and everything else.
Yeah, we can go to the next photo. This was So this was for a company called Lucy's Granola out of Maine, Blue Hill, Maine, and she wanted some shots for her website, and also this one she wanted for a banner that she uses for trade shows and things like that. So it's fun to, a lot of times they know exactly what they want. Other times they say, you know what you're doing, just make something amazing, and then I can have free reign to create whatever I want, which is so much fun.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just so passionate about it. And then I do a lot of restaurants and interiors, and this particular one was an agriturismo. It's like a villa in Tuscany, and it's also a winery and a restaurant and all that. And this is one of their restaurant spaces, and it was just so beautiful, bringing the natural elements of the outside inside to the restaurant, just to get a nice feel for the space. And so I do a lot of things like that. So.
Oh, very cool.
I shoot, as well as the restaurants, I shoot chefs, and this is one, a chef that I shot from a Brooklyn restaurant called East Wind Snack Shop, and he was great to shoot, and this one was actually in a magazine called Industry Magazine, and just recently. So this one and some of the food images that I shot at the restaurant were in that magazine, so that was good. Yeah.
Very neat. So you've been doing this for a long time, as you said.
Yeah, a long time, and just as recently the last 2 years, just really getting into the studio, because I do a lot of landscape too. I do some. I'm just getting now into more like rustic outdoor portraiture, just for fun. I do a lot of black and whites. I just love to shoot. Period.
Yeah.
And I'll spend all day just creating something in my kitchen, and then just setting up a shot, and then editing it. So I could spend a whole day just, getting lost in my studio space.
Oh, that's
it's
great.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's a lot of fun.
So you're here in the Mount Washington Valley now, and so if somebody wanted to get a hold of you and say, I need you to take pictures of my food. Or you know what, you'd be the perfect person to bring along, because how everybody posts pictures of their food to Facebook.
Yes.
So here's my dinner, but what I'll do next time, instead of posting a picture of mine, I'll say, here's a photo from Leslie. She took a picture of my burger. I think well, you used to walk around restaurants and can I?
Yeah.
I think there's a niche right
Maybe
there.
I should think about that. Yeah.
She's going to think about it. So how would somebody get a hold of you, Leslie?
So my website, LeslieBrienzaPhotography.com, or Instagram. I love Instagram, and I post almost every single day, at least 6 times a week. And I shoot almost every single day and post images. Very active on Facebook, but mostly Instagram and Twitter and all that. So I'm out there, and I'm easy to find. So. And
you're also with the Chamber now, aren't you, too?
So I belong to the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. And it's great organization, and it's been so helpful for me getting involved and getting to know a lot of people in the Valley. Such a huge sense of community here, and that's what I love.
Great.
So
and you
much.
said you're also doing some work now with the Valley Originals.
Yeah.
And of course, their food. I mean, there you go, right there. Leslie, food photographer, Valley Originals food.
Exactly, yeah. I think it'll be a good mix, so hopefully all that will work out.
Well, that's great.
Yes, I'm very excited for the possibilities, and I travel a lot too, and a lot of companies from all over the country will send me product to shoot. Sometimes they want it back, sometimes they don't. So I kind of tend to give a lot of things away. But it's a fun lifestyle for sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you came by today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So Leslie Brienza. Brienza, sorry.
It's okay. Italian names are hard to pronounce.
Leslie Brienza and photography. So definitely check that out, both on Instagram, Facebook, and on the website.
Exactly.
So, well, great. Well, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you so much.
And we're back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.